joining us now in a CNBC exclusive, Hologic CEO Steve McMillan. Steve, thank you for being here. Just as you look at your portfolio from a top-down perspective, if you can share with our viewers how you see those tailwinds transpiring and how those will develop over the course of the calendar year.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Leslie, and also Brian. I think the great part for us is we kind of feel like we're getting the rewards today for the way we responded to the world's needs during COVID testing, which was, as you may recall, we were one of the world's leaders in producing the molecular tests for COVID. And what that did is it's turbocharged our diagnostics business. So we just reported another 10.5% growth in our molecular diagnostics business. It's the 13th out of really 13 out of the last 15 quarters. We've been at mid-single or double-digit growth. And it really links back to all the additional Panthers we placed during COVID. And now we're getting the throughput from all of those customers that we helped out during that time. It also dramatically strengthened the financial position that we've been able to do other things for our businesses, additional R&D or additional acquisitions like Endomag that affects our breast health business that we closed last week. So we've really both strengthened diagnostics, but used it to strengthen the entire company.
And can you give us a sense on the forward-looking picture as it pertains to M&A, as it pertains to divestitures and various product launches that might be in the pipeline?
Sure. You know, we always try to be actually, it was funny, you were talking about activism, and some of you may remember that 10 years ago, Carl Icahn was very active in Hologic. And I think by having that experience, we've learned to really try to be our own best activists. And so we have divested some product lines through the years. And really now we've got a very good portfolio that is largely then being added to. So we've done some great deals over the last few years. A company called Biotheranostics a couple of years ago that helps us in the breast cancer space. Yeah. Endomag, that literally a UK company that we closed on last week. And we have the firepower. We have over $2 billion, almost $2.5 billion in cash to be able to continue to look at those tuck-in deals. And we kind of love those businesses that you can provide more products for our existing sales teams. They provide good return on invested capital, good products for our consumers, and great products for our teams to sell. So we continue to have a strong appetite to be able to do more tuck-in deals.
Stephen, it's Brian Sullivan. I like to joke around, but I gotta say something to you and your team. I want to thank you because you probably saved my wife's life. She had breast cancer. It was detected early enough. Her mother died of breast cancer. Her grandmother died of breast cancer. She got breast cancer and was one of your machines that detected it. So thank you on that. But I also know that there's so many women suffering from this. And her oncologist was also talking about how we got so far behind during COVID because people could not get routine scans. What kind of a backlog have we seen, just testing in general, and how can we catch up so that people who missed critical appointments, including my wife, were able, luckily she was able to get spotted. Are we still behind where we should have been because of that?
We are, Brian, and thank you for sharing that story. And my hunch is that your wife and my mother actually might be in the same system because my mom lives down in central Jersey as well. It is what happened during COVID, and particularly for women, they put the rest of the family front and center. Right. So my own mother did this where she missed a screening because her husband is dealing with Parkinson's. And so she ended up actually having a heart issue and went in. But, you've got all these different things. So what we're really trying to do is help our hospitals get the screening and getting the staffing back and the throughput through, and to some degree, even our Genius AI, where it is the ability for some of the AI reads to help radiologists increase their throughput, because we do have probably about 40% of all women right now in the United States are behind on either breast, cervical, or colon cancer screening. So we've got to continue to boost that awareness and encourage them to get in there. So we're really working with the healthcare providers to try to get those messages out there to get people back in.
Yeah, fascinating about the role of AI in increasing efficiency and ensuring that despite labor shortages, they're still able to get those results in quickly. Steve, thank you for a wide-ranging and interesting conversation. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Leslie and Brian both. Thank you.